There's a whole industry of restaurant names around pho. There's a restaurant we ran into, Pho King.
Phenomenal.
What the pho?
What the pho? Or it could be Pho King Good.
Hey, it's Jason Glover with Dad's That Cook. We've got an incredible thing going on today. We've got Hop Lê, who's going to make us an awesome dish. Tell me what you're making today.
Well, this dad's going to make some pho. It's a traditional Vietnamese dish. It's essentially Vietnam's national dish. We eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and anywhere in between. And these ingredients you can find at any local grocery store. Coriander seeds,
Okay.
star anise, fennel seeds, stick of cinnamon, some cloves, whole cloves, black pepper, and sea salt.
Normally you say this takes about
4 to 6 hours.
4 to 6 hours.
We can make it right after work, within half an hour or so.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
And how are we going to do that?
Well, this is a great invention called the Instapot.
Instant Pot. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah, this is oxtail. So oxtail is a pretty valuable piece of beef because there's only one tail on a cow.
That's it, right?
The meat is very tender, flavorful, and quite tasty as part of the soup. For the onion, ginger, and shallots, we char it first. Traditional way of doing it is over an open fire or on the grill. I find it just as convenient putting on the broiler. Peel this ginger away a little bit.
Okay.
Take
And
away
are you
some
going to
of
use
this-
all that ginger? Or
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Look at that.
So the next step is just to saute the spices. Just plug the Instapot in, and there's a function called saute.
It smells really good.
And that just kind of activates it. So this apple just adds a little bit of sweetness. Wow,
There you go. Bang!
it's really impressive knife.
You like that?
Well, I use a knife a lot, practically on a daily basis, as a plastic surgeon. Do reconstructive surgery, and you do cosmetic surgery. I really like working with my hands, just kind of like cooking, and you see the results right away.
So you're telling me I should probably get a little something at my eyes, maybe back here.
I don't know, you're looking pretty good as
Not
it is
bad,
already.
not this gizzard
I was just
over
wondering,
here.
going to ask you, who was your plastic surgeon?
Do you like to own the kitchen when you're cooking? Do you mind people showing up in your kitchen?
Yeah, I guess I own the OR. The
Okay.
surgeon is the captain of the ship, kind of thing. And so when I'm making the main dish, yeah, I like to be in control of the kitchen. But help is always
Always
welcome.
good. Extra hands, you do
We
need
love help in the
assistance,
OR. I
correct?
can't, I'm
Can't
not
do it all by yourself, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, you got some of your teammates coming in a little bit later.
Absolutely.
Your son, I think, is going to help us with something else.
Yes.
And I don't know if your daughter's going to help us with anything.
Sure.
Is
When
is
she arrives.
When she arrives, we're going to put her right to work?
Yeah.
That's great. So you're going to pull that out. And does that just go straight in?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to use his hands. No, you're okay? My hands are burning just watching
All right.
it.
Now the other thing I'm going to need to do with this ginger
Yeah.
is I'm going to crush it.
He's got his tongs and he's got a
Nutcracker or crab cracker.
crab cracker. Oh yeah, that's an easy
Yeah,
way to
just
do it.
to kind of allow it to
Soften
get
it
some of
up,
the
yeah.
flavors to come out a little bit more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next thing we do is just put these apples in
Okay.
the pot. And then I do halfway, so then when I put the oxtail in, it doesn't splash all over the place either.
You know, you think of a tail, right? And you think of this little scrawny little...
No, it's close to the rump. It's pretty thick.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
is.
an extension of your spine, essentially.
Wow.
And you're doing what? You're looking for some oxtail? What's Daddy making?
So then just fill
Fill
the
it up.
rest.
Pop it off. Just about the max level, almost. We got it all in there. closing the
Spices,
vault.
the onion, ginger.
So, ooh, that's easy.
Soup.
Soup. 25
It's
minutes.
set for 25 minutes at low
that's it.
pressure, and just leave it,
And leave it.
and it's gonna start turning on. Boom.
Boom.
And that's it.
That's it. And so your vent. Yes, you got a venting.
Yeah, so make sure it's on this sealed and not venting. Oh, hey, Carolyn.
Well, we're making some food. I don't know. This master over here is showing us some tricks on some oxtail.
Okay.
Hop was saying that you can put any kind of meat in here. Pretty
Yeah.
much use the same kind of ingredients.
Right.
Just timing is a little different.
Right. We often do the chicken pho because it's healthier.
Well, we're both doctors, so we have to, you know.
We take all the fat off anyway, so all the fat's taken off anyways, but the chicken pho is just a healthier dish. So we have that on a regular basis.
Hey, it's
Oh, hey, we got another guest. Hey,
and Alex. So Corbin and Alex go to school together, and they're both incredible musicians playing in the symphony together. So Alex is just about ready to go to college, and I heard that the place that you're gonna go to now actually serves pho. Is this correct?
One of the
Well, that's
places
one of
we
the
looked
places
at.
we liked.
Yeah. All right, so just ready to open it up. Take a look. Yeah, so
Wow, look at that.
there it is. So the next thing we need to do, flavor it with the fish sauce. So maybe we'll just start with that.
Okay.
So then I took something I had on hand, which is this organic maple syrup.
Now do you need to let it sit even longer, or is it ready to go?
It's ready to go. I'm just gonna take a quick taste here. That's great. So we're just frying up some shallots. So I got the pho noodle all cooked here. I guess one advice here is don't put too much of the pho noodles in.
Okay.
I think it overwhelms the broth. A little bit of chopped scallions there. And I'm gonna come over here. I'm just boiling a little bit of water here to blanch the slices of beef here. And so since we have some of the oxtail that we took off, we just can
Put
put a couple chunks in here.
Quick.
The slices. Drop it in. And depending on your taste, you know, as much or raw you want it, but that looks pretty good there. Because it will continue to cook when you put the broth on it some more. All right, here we go. Just a little dab of that on top. I know Corbin's been starving here, so we'll serve first. So you can, you know, this is Asian basil,
Okay.
cilantro, and bean sprout,
Sprouts.
sriracha sauce.
So I can't wait to try my pho, but it looks like my kid got the first bowl. I don't know why they'd serve him first. This is looking amazing, and I can't wait to try it. It's going to be so tasty.
Alex here.
Oh my gosh. And putting it in an Instant Pot? I mean, come on. We would have been here for 6 hours. She's gonna make the peanut sauce. I thought this was Dad's that cook.
Instead of buying peanut oil, you could buy peanut oil. Like
You could.
I just kind of take the oil from the top of the peanut butter.
Oh, that's smart.
I just
Just a
pull it.
tablespoon?
Yeah, I just pulled it off. People think peanut sauce is a lot of peanuts. It's actually a lot of hoisin sauce.
Hoisin
This is a
sauce.
1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. And then you add a 1/2 cup of chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
Just any chicken stock.
Okay.
The majority of the flavor actually comes from the hoisin sauce. Then you add a teaspoon of chili paste because you like it spicy. And you put a teaspoon of sugar and then a tablespoon of tomato paste.
Okay, we're ready to blanch the shrimp.
So we're just gonna cook those guys up, get them nice and happy for a couple minutes.
Just gonna cut them in
Slice
half.
them in half.
And the next thing we do is, you know, we got this hot water the shrimp came out of, and we're just gonna bring it back to a boil. Cook some rice sticks. All right, well, now we're finally ready to make some shrimp rolls. This is a little bit more labor intensive, so we need children involved. All right. So we got our ingredients set up here. I guess the key is this rice paper wrap, and it's dry, so you need to rehydrate it. So we got this bowl of kind of warm water. It's very easy to, like when you make any kind of roll, to overfill. So start conservative. And we start rolling a couple turns here like so. And next we want to put the shrimp in. I don't like to put the shrimp right away because then it gets hidden. And the next thing, the last thing you want to put in here is 1 sprig of chives. So you can see how it's the perfect consistency to wrap it at this point. It's not hard and doesn't break.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Yay!
great. Yeah,
Jessica,
right?
way down here.
Good stuff. So let's give this a try and let's see how we think of it, right? Let's just get in there and
Mine's almost gone.
So good. It's very flavorful, that oxtail.
Oh, it's
Oh my God.
amazing.
So we said it.
that's so
It
good.
is good.
Yeah.
I've never had oxtail and that was amazing.
Yeah.
That's like the softest meat. So flavorful. Wow, this is amazing, Hop.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll be posting these recipes up on the website, so make sure you go check it out. And you guys have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time on Dad's That Cook. Hey, thanks for watching. You like our videos? Well, then do me a favor and subscribe, because then we can update you on what's going on. You'll also know when we're giving away really cool stuff, which happens all the time. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll be in touch.